You know what goes better than peanut butter and jelly? Anime and video games. This combo has become one of the greatest things that ever exist. After watching the character beat the ever-loving shit out of an antagonist for 24 episodes, you start to gain this odd connection with them. And that medium that feels like the best place to fully enjoy that connection is video games. On paper, video games are the best method on earth to become your favorite character. But sadly, they always suck. Just over the horizon, Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero and Bleach Rebirth the Souls are about to drop. And I've been thinking in the back of my head that all this hype and all the nostalgia boners these people have for this video game probably won't match up. And me constantly hating on the hype train has me wondering, why do all anime games suck? Now, obviously, we have the outliers of this statement. First thing that comes to mind, Dragon Ball Z Fighters. This is probably one of the pinnacle of anime games. With one of the best fighting game companies ever, Arc System Works, putting their foot down into this game, there was no possible way that Dragon Ball Z Fighters would suck. You also have the mid-tier games like Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2 and all the older Naruto games from like the 2007 to 2009 era. And if you consider the Guilty Gear games and the Blaze Blue games, also made by Arc System Works, as anime games, then I guess we could count those too. But I'm writing this video because over the last few years, mainly since Jump Force if I can remember correctly, every anime game I've played has been on a steady decline. Which leads me to believe that these games will be disappointing no matter what developers do at this point. So how about this? Let's sit down and relax, and let's try to figure out together why all anime games suck. Let's start off with the main reason, licensing. Many companies have to license the rights to any anime property to be able to make a video game for it. The sad thing about buying the rights to make a video game is that this doesn't last forever. These contracts are usually anywhere between 3 to 10 years. Now think about some of the biggest games that came out within the last 5 years. And you'll notice that they probably started development about 4 years ago. One of the main problems in gaming that adds into the licensing issues is how long it takes for a video game to be developed. Cyberpunk 2077, Elden Ring, shit man, even Concord took 8 years to development and that game was only out for 2 weeks. The time it takes for these video game devs to really sit back and craft a game that will be meaningful and fulfilling to the audience will probably end up outlasting how long they have the license of that property. So that leaves us with a problem. Companies want to have the rights to these amazing IPs that current gamers have massive traction and hype for. And if you've been keeping up, the new generation of manga artists haven't been doing what the old generation of manga artists been doing. These series are not lasting as long as something like One Piece. Look at JJK, Kaiju number 8, and Demon Slayer, just to give a few examples. So if the series is ending and you own the rights to it, but you want to take time to develop an amazing experience for the gamer, you'll probably miss out on the small window to maximize on the money you can make off that IP. Now, what do I say all the time about these video game companies? Companies only care about one thing, and that is, say it with me, making money. So they're gonna push out the fastest, most low effort trash they can afford to put out. And one thing about anime fans that game developers know, that they're stupid. They're most likely just gonna be happy to play as their favorite character. They know that this is a popular IP and it's currently in the cultural zeitgeist of the anime world, so the fan base will just eat it up. Which leads us to getting the same cookie cutter anime arena games, generic beat 'em ups, or the same boring existing tie-ins that we've been getting since 2009. Listen bro, I'm probably reading the manga. I don't want to play the same story that I've read Deku do 1,000 times. I already know what's gonna happen, and it's frying my brain. One counter that people tend to bring up is that this is a way for new anime fans to get into the story. But for me, this totally makes fans of the series annoyed because we're just refreshing information we already know. When the Naruto Storm games came out, I always credit them with being able to tell the story in a new way. They will add whole new sections that weren't in the manga and was definitely not in the anime, giving the fans of the anime a new perspective and a new spin that we haven't seen before. Animating a whole new cutscene takes a lot of time and a lot of energy. I'm 100% sure that these studios, A, don't want to put in the effort into doing that, and B, know the audience will be willing to buy anything just because their favorite protagonist is in the game. The second reason is the audience. I've already touched on it a bit why the audience is the problem, but like, no, listen, we really are the problem. I'm gonna have my editor show what some of the most recent anime game sales are, and like, look at this. It's absolutely atrocious how desperate we are to buy an anime game. These companies like Bandai Namco know that they can half-ass a game each time and we will eat it up just because we're bored. They will give us half-ass DLC that adds minor things, toss us a few cosmetic skins, and the anime community will act like everything is totally okay. You spend $40 on the game just to play your favorite anime character, and they know us as anime fans just want to level our power fantasies. They prey on that. But guys, let's face it, these games are ass. Overall, the field is cooked. I don't even want to talk about the mobile game side of the anime video game zeitgeist. These guys are totally milking us for every penny we got. Have you ever seen how much the average Fate Go player spends? It's absolutely disgusting the more you look at it. These companies know that they can sell your favorite video game waifu, and there's some desperate dudes out there who will spend 50% of their check just to unlock a Boa Hancock PNG. It's absolutely sick that they could take advantage of the love we have for this medium just to profit off of us. Like, picture this. Have you ever thought about a One Piece game that wasn't solely fighting? Maybe a One Piece game that's similar to Assassin's Creed Black Flag, where you take Luffy and the crew around some of the different islands and experiencing the Grand Line firsthand. Wouldn't that be sick? Or how about an open world Hunter x Hunter game, where you create your own hunter, go around the world trying to get your hunter's license, while helping out the different characters in different arcs of the story. It always bothers me that every anime game is a fighter. I mean, to some extent, it does make sense. Most animes, we are rooting for the good guy to beat the shit out the bad guy. So the easiest way to make a game is probably an arena fighter or a beat 'em up. And I guess to some extent, that makes a lot of sense. But can somebody please explain to me why every anime video game is turn-based garbage? Bro, stop this video. Stop it right now. Just stop. Go on your Google Play Store and type in anime games and look at how many of these shits are fucking turn-based garbage. My bad, I'm sorry. I just had to get that little rant off. Let's get back to the video. Let's get back to the video, guys. When you start to see most anime games as nothing but a cash grab, your brain truly opens up. You gain your third eye and you're able to see in other dimensions, I guess. Look, man, I truly want the new anime games to be insane works of art, masterpieces, or at worst, just some of the best arena fighters that the world can give us. I would love for Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero to recapture that feeling I had as a kid playing the old Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi games on the PS2. That takes me back to the days where me and the bros are just on the couch, drinking Mountain Dew, and eating pizza from Domino's. But currently, I feel like all anime games have lost the soul of what makes me love the show. Once the corporations started to really get their little hands in the pot and make all this money, they started diluting the waters. The passion that these studios have for these games just don't exist anymore. The vibe of the company used to be that they were fans of the property and they wanted to make something cool for the other anime fans to enjoy. But these games are just taking too long to make, and sadly, they don't have enough staying power for the company or for the gamers to truly want to invest in them long term. Until the anime audience stands up and show these companies that we just won't keep buying the same pieces of shit because our favorite anime characters are in them, then they will always have the power over us to keep giving us that same shit. I mean, we're anime fans. We see our favorite characters stand up to the bad guys all the time. And sometimes, I feel like these companies are those bad guys. So let's be like our favorite protagonist and demand that these companies treat what we love with the same respect that we do. Yo. Sorry for the long wait, guys. I'm so sorry. I've been trying to figure out life, man, and yeah, shit has just been very crazy, but I'm back consistently. New script already being worked on. Hope you guys like this one. It's gonna be a little touchy, but you know, that's what I do. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to share it. Discord link at the bottom. Yeah, man, I missed you guys. Yeah, and I will see you next week. Bye.